Hi everyone, this is Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live rematch between VOX and ARC, and at least I didn't stumble out of the gates like I did Monday night. We got a good one for you guys tonight. If you guys remember, these teams matched up. VOX had a pretty big victory over ARC. It was about a 200-point victory, and ARC has something to say about it tonight. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun, great matchup. We also have, it's kind of a special night. There's a few things that are going on. One, we got big birthdays tomorrow. We got Football Master. We also got Father Ron, both celebrating birthdays. So hopefully you guys have a wonderful birthday. We will not be streaming tomorrow night because there's a whole lot of prep that is going to go into Friday night still. We got a big event for you guys Friday night. I'm coming through loud and clear. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, give me a quick 999 because there's a few announcements that I want to make. One is certainly the birthday announcements, but also it was about a year ago when we started rolling out the concept of Play Dead Live. And we're doing it on Friday nights. We just had a couple small scenarios, and we built on it, put a little bit more, and then decided to roll it out in January, and we have not looked back. In addition to that, today is also our 2-month anniversary of Faction Wars. So we had solo, doubles again, tag team, and then 2 months ago we rolled out Faction Wars, and we've had some just phenomenal feedback. You guys apparently love the Faction Wars. I've heard really good stuff like, it's great to have a whole group that you go out there with, a lot of preparation, you like the strategies. So a lot of really big announcements. And because of that, I decided today, I know occasionally we get into tournaments, and as we get to the tournament, some of the gear gets bigger, better, the bundles get better. Well, tonight is going to be the biggest and the best bundle we've ever put together. So it is going to be, well, hold tight, because a couple people's YouTube went down. Okay. Everybody good? Is everybody here? Just want to make sure. Nobody's going to another stream. All right, everybody in this stream. Okay. Just want to make sure. Wow, so it just went down and went to another stream. That's crazy. What is YouTube doing to us? All right, we'll do a speed check in a little bit. All right, so tonight, let me go over kind of what's on the line tonight. These two teams are locked in to second and third place. So it's an important match, but we already know in 2 weeks that it will be Mir against Sly in the first round, and it will be ARC versus VOX. What's important is whoever wins tonight is likely going to get home field advantage in that first match. These two teams will square off with a chance to go to the finals. So this is not elimination. So it's a good chance to try some strategies to mix it up a little bit. But, by no means if you lose, it's not the end of the world, because you're going to play again in a tournament. But I would rather play with home field advantage than not home field advantage. So I'll show you guys the standings, and we had a big match the other night where Mir beat Sly. It was very good. Halfway through the match, Sly was ahead, and Mir pulled it out at the end. But you can see Mir 5-0. Of course, there's a match next week that they would like to go undefeated. They've got a point differential of 455. I see. Now check that out. That is pretty cool. B-Dub, happy birthday to football. Love you, son. And for a grenade bundle right there. I can show you guys the grenade bundle just in case you don't know what it is. There's B-Dub picking all of that up for football. Awesome, awesome stuff. Thank you so much for that, B-Dub. Mere 5-0. They're going to finish the season least points allowed. VOX 2-2, ARC 2-2. You can see the point differential. So one team's going to go 3-2 tonight. One team's going to go 2-3. And then Sly's got a big match next week trying to get on the... Sly would like to get a win and get some momentum going into the tournament. And each team has played each other twice. So there you can see, this is the remainder of the season. Next week is the last week of the regular season. We went through an entire faction war. So it seemed like a concept not so long ago. All right, so now I'm just going to blow you guys away. Hold tight, because there are new items mixed into this bundle that you've never before seen, and I hope you guys are super, super excited about this. So let me just start it out. All right, number one, you guys know this is the $70 bundle. But that top left-hand corner, check this out. A VOX Ruby, a Pet Revive, a TS-15, and how about 5 Goldars? Goldar was really my first kind of foray, my first invention into crazy grenades. So 5 Goldars in that top bundle. That should get your attention right there. But we ain't done. Look at this red bundle. Fury 4, 2 Fizzle Bombs, Bionic Wildcard, another TS-15. You're going to notice there's a TS-15 in every bundle. Another TS-15, Max Meta, Mere Magic, Rojo, 2 Rojos there, Max Graph, and a scope for your weapons. Some people had a chance to get the scopes in the pack opening last weekend. Here's a damage scope right there. You can add damage scopes to your bows or to your guns. And look at these bionics in the middle. In the second bundle, we've got Sly Fly Grenades ×2 and a brand new, I know people are like, wait a minute, Kills, what's going on? This is the Flux ammo. Now you've got Noir, you've got Rojo. What does the Flux do? Go ahead and type your guesses. See if you think you know what the Flux does, and I'll get back to it. Immune Elixir, Vile Smoke, 2 Vox Boxes, 2 Arc Sparks, Max Wax for the bow, another TS-15. So you can see this total bundle has 8 TS-15s in it. An Elixir of Turbo. So if you pick up the red blue, you get those Onyx and the Pearl. I know Bones needs those pearls. And then we got the blue and the gold, you get Sapphire and Teal. So we've got some really, really cool items. So the Flux, the Max Seal Smoke, Red Nolan. All right. So what the Flux arrow does, you're probably going to look at this and see it's an AP2. But the Flux will actually hit you before it hits you. Now what's important with that? You've heard of a deal breaker? Well, the Flux is a seal breaker. So when you fire this bullet, right before it penetrates your armor, it melts your seal. So if someone had put a seal smoke down the turn before, you fire one Flux at them, it breaks their seal and then penetrates their armor. It is a 1-2 punch, only ammo in the game. So now you don't waste a Rojo trying to break somebody's armor. You can actually hit them with Flux, penetrates their armor, and it hits them with an AP2. Now why is that important? Because if you're already AP5, it's only 2 difference from a Rojo. If you're AP5 and you go with a Rojo, you hit for AP9. If you're AP5 and you hit with a Flux, you break their seal, and then you hit for AP7. So it is slightly less on the AP. Oh, I'm sorry. It is AP3, my bad. Why is it AP3 as opposed to AP4? Because it has the break the seal feature. That is correct. Not AP2, AP3. All right, so that gives you what the flux is. It's a bad, bad item. I see Deadly Dimes picking up the bundles, also yellow and silver for football. You got it. It does come in 2. It is a set of 2. And now I want to get to the gold bundle, because the gold bundle's got a couple new items in here as well. One is the Big Bad Daddy. Once you get your hands on Red Nolan, it is going to change the way you view this game. Because Red Nolan is a bad, bad man. So I'm going to tell you about this gold bundle. Heal and Seal Smoke. Yes, you will need more Seal Smoke because there are going to be fluxes out there. So one time the flux might break it. At least if you keep sealing, you're going to force them into a different type of ammo. Max Wax Blade. Red Nolan in the hizzy. All right, look what we got already. We've got items from this weekend. You got scopes, you got bombs, you got new ammo. Well, here's what Red Nolan does. He's an enrage. But if you enrage and throw a grenade, Red Nolan will enrage just like you and throw a grenade also. So if you go Fury 4 at the end and throw those grenades, and in the past it's been like, all right, I'm going to Fury 4, and then I'm going to throw, Nolan's going to throw. Well, no. Red Nolan does what you do. You Fury 4, he Fury 4s. You enrage 3, he enrage 3. You enrage, he enrages. He will shadow your enrage attack. That could be on a person, could be on a wall, whatever the case may be. I'm sure there's going to be some mustard smoke out there with Red Nolan's name on it. But boy, oh boy, if Red Nolan gets through, he is a bad, bad dude. Again, we got more TS-15s. We got the Seal and Thrill Smoke, the brand new Healing Brew, Swap Smoke. In case you want to upgrade some of your other smokes that are out there, we did put Seal Smoke in Monday's bundle as a, you guys know with the game, I'm very nostalgic. Like when these new items come out, so I do like to put them up there again so you guys get a chance to get them and see them so you can compare. The Max Health Scope, and then we got a brand new smoke out there, and this is called the Max Seal Smoke. Now what's the difference between the Max Seal Smoke and the old school Seal Smoke? No range. I'm going to say that again. No range. Your partner is all the way across the field and they need to be sealed. You drop the Seal Smoke, it goes to them. It still can be unholied. It's not an instant seal, but it has no range. So, if you're on the other side and your defender is getting whooped up on and you're the bomber hitting the wall, you drop Max Seal Smoke, not Seal, not the regular Seal. You drop the Max Seal, it goes all the way over, same turn, and is going to cover them in smoke. You don't have to throw it at 15 yards. No range. People at Max are pretty awesome. You should know this by now. All right, and let us not forget, every bundle gets Cosmos, and then I'm saving the absolute best. You might say, hey, that Flux is the best. You might say the Red Nolan is the best. The new Max Seal Smoke is the best. But check this out. We know about the Armor Wax. Armor Wax was huge the last week. Elixir of Swole, right? You used to have the Elixir of Stout. Well, check out the Elixir of Swole. H6B2. That is your pre-match elixir. So if you want an extra point of base, you want some extra health, it is H6B2. And today only, we're putting a piece of Crossfire chess piece in the bundle, and also the first ever Merc left-handed ring. Left-handed. Does that mean there potentially could be 2 Merc rings for your next PvP set? So the Crossfire. This is your tier 2.5. Amy got the Crossfire helmet in the bundle. In the pack opening, you will see Crossfire gear in the packs. So everybody that buys all bundles today will get the Crossfire chest piece, and you can see that is Deacon's chest piece. It is H6D8. Stats on that are 14. The highest stats on chest piece before was 10. So this is 14 stats, H6D8. It gives you as much health as the Jade and almost as much damage as the Orchid. And of course, the Merc ring. And don't forget, these 2.5 tier rings. Merc, the base on this is H4D4. So the stats on this ring, H4, D8, B5. The most base on any PvP item besides the boots that we had in the battle gear. H4, D8, B5. You can calculate all those stats. It is a lot. So that is your brand new bundle items. And of course, as promised, you know Tiny's getting some of that. So Dimes, Tiny is looking forward to that Merc gear. Now, I'm also going to explain the way the bundles work. The Epic Merc gear is only available in the bundles. The regular Merc gear will be available, but it's ATT 17 and it has lower stats. So the Epic Merc is only in the bundles. It's slightly better, and it's ATT 16. So you can use it right now. So those of you waiting it out to pick it up in packs, it will be available, but it is going to be a lesser version. It will not be the Epic. And it's also going to be 1 ATT higher. All right, so that is that's what we got. I promised you guys a nice 2-month anniversary for Faction Wars, and certainly this is the biggest and the baddest we've ever done. 2 armor pieces, 1 PvE, 1 PvP, brand new elixir, brand new smoke, brand new pet, brand new ammo, and then a whole lot of the good items, and of course 8 TS15s. And some of you were a little light on your TS15s. Just saying. There was a lot of TS15s were used, so this is some nice replenishment. All right. Hopefully we get all right, we got you back, Jim. All right, so here's what we're going to do for tonight's match. Okay. Jim just lost YouTube. That is no good. How's everybody else doing? Everybody else good? You guys can see what's up on the screen? Okay. All right, some people good, some people not so good. So here's what we're going to do. We'll let everybody refresh. For tonight's match. All right. Yeah, I guess it's the area. A lot of people are good. So tonight's match, we got Ark has chosen to be the home team. So I'm going to start out. And, have we seen Gina tonight? I see you, Trigger. Trigger's picking up all, her and Fly Rod as well. All right, so yeah, we'll have to have Jim reboot. That is very bizarre that, a couple people got pulled out of the stream to start out, and then all right, Jim restarted, she's back. Okay, good stuff. So I am going to go to Team VOX. Okay. All right, 1 second. All right, so we got to move some people around. All right, Anthony, Trigger, Football, and Ron, give me your pre-match buffs. Anthony, Trigger, Football, and Ron. Football is going to go Turbo, Double Black, and Elysium on the TS-15s. Anthony's going Double Eli. On the 10s and the 15s. And going red. Trigger, Double Black, Titanium. And Ron, Double Black, red. Wow, it's a lot of base, Ron. Anthony, I also got your armor. And I got Trigger Stout. And Anthony with Turbo. All right. Cool. All right, got the starter there. Let's go to Team Arc, Valar, Dow, the Assassin, and Jim. Give me your pre-match buffs, please. All right, Julia is going max graph. Eli on Sly and Rose. So Eli on the Rose and the mask. And she's using the swole elixir. She's like, you know what? Let's just do it. Breaking it in on day number 1. I love it. Blade and bullet. Dow going double max. Dude, he ain't playing either. And swole. Double max swole. And Eli on Euclid. I see you. All right, let's get Gemstone. Max, Eli, and Eli. Bow and gold wax and turbo. All right, and Valar, Max, Eli, and Eli. Eli on the bounty band and the bow. Protecting that bounty gear. Good choice. Swole elixir. And bullet and armor wax. All right. So both teams had a chance to listen in and find out what everybody's doing. I saw you, Trigger, so I got your other edition too. All right, so let's go to second unit. Hippo, Gina, and Bloodfish. If they are here, I need their pre-match buffs. Hippo, Gina, and Bloodfish. If they're not, we'll just put them in as is when the second unit comes in. All right, let's also get, can I get Beasley, Mist, and Busy Bee? Go ahead and give me your pre-match buffs as well. All right, Busy Bee going double gold. Eli on Mirror Mask. We see you, Rocket. Double black for Mist. And Elysium on Evoke. And Beasley, Eli on the 10s and the 15s. Black Graph and Anger. All right, so Team Arc is ready to go, and I see Hippo. Hippo blue, Eli in red. Thank you, Hippo, my man. And Rocket, black, red, Elysium, and Immune. Elysium on the 15s. All right, and that's what we got for the starters and the second unit, everybody. Okay, so starting lineup. Here's the order for tonight's match, and then we'll get to cycle number 2 in a second. So starting out the match is going to be Anthony in the bomber position. After Anthony, we got Jim in the bomber position. Then we've got Father Ron will be in the defensive position. And then we got Valar in the defensive position. Then we've got Trigger in the tank position. Julia as a rover. And then we finish it out with Football Master as a rover. And then we got Dal as a tank. All right, so everybody, I am ready to kick it off. Emperor, you have 20 seconds. You're kicking off the match. Good luck to both teams. All right, Anthony's going to go red Toxie to Jim. Starting out the match with a big hit on Jim. Jim, with mitigation and damage, is going to knock it down to 25. Jim, you take 25 and you're under the effects of deadly venom. Anthony's also going to go TS-15. 5 arcs to the wall. Remember, health will damage from match to match for the wall. But VOX has been known to tear down some walls. Black, green, green. Anthony starting out with a 25-point shot. The Emperor in the house. All right, Gemstone, you're under the effects of deadly venom, and you have a 20-second timer. Emperor is wasting no time at all bringing the heat, everybody. That's the way bombers do. Get those pets going and tear down the wall. All right, Jim is going to go pet repellent. And she's going to say hello to Football Master. Slide her just to the side a little bit. Football Master. Eat 5, and Jim. 5 back, and no more deadly venom for you. Father Ron. 20 seconds. Ron is going to go fizzle to Dow. Taking those 15s out of play, Dow. He's going to move a little bit left. That's about as far as you get. Villar, 20 seconds. All right, Villar is going to drop some pet repel. And she's going to summon Buck to football. Football, taking you down to 24. Villar is frenzied. Trigger. 20-second timer to trigger. Trigger is going to drop red aster. And Trigger, pick a target. Actually, never mind. Don't pick a target, because you pick a target once red aster kills a pet, then you get to choose your target. Not when it comes into play. My bad. TS-15s and 5 arcs to the wall. Ah, look at VOX. Playing a little okey doke game. Trigger drop in the blue. Julia, you're up. 20 seconds for Julia. Julia is going to summon Buck. Buck is going to zoom in and take football down to 2. Julia is frenzied. Julia, I'm going to move you here. Julia is going to hit. For 15. And Anthony uses tank page 1. Whew. 15. Football. All right. Anthony is preventing it. That's a big, big hit in round number 1. Woo! My goodness gracious. Football. You're up. All right, he's going to go red Sue to Dow. Dow, you're going to get a +5 deadly venom multiplier. Also going to take 10 with mitigation. You're going to take 5 from red Sue. And football is going to go TS 15. 5 aquas. The other wall had a little bit of damage. Football finishing up the blue row. And Dow, finish out round number 1. All right, he's going to go red Ted to football. Football got you at 85 and 19. And I got Dow hitting with Ammo Noir. Anything from Team VOX before Ammo Noir hits football? All right, football, your turbo is gone. And Dow's hitting you for 6, which is going to take you down to AP 13 and 80. Down to 80 and 13 base. All right, it's round number 1, everybody. Good first round. We see some cool strategies by both teams. Emperor, kick it off round number 2. 10-second timer. right, Anthony is going Buck to Dow. That's going to take Dow down to 44 from 46. A lot of base there on that tank. But Emperor's also going TS15 with 5 yellers. Anything from Team Arc before these yellows hit the wall? All right, looks like we're good. Okay. Red wall down. Another 50 points for Team VOX. All right, Jim Stone, you're up. 10-second timer, Jim. So far, Team VOX with the shutout. Quick health check. Anthony 100%, Ron 100%, Trigger 100%, football 80 and 13. Jim 80 and full base. Villar 100%, Assassin 100%, Dow 95 and 44. All right, Jim is going to go Vile Smoke to the defensive position. It hits the entire zone. Keep in mind, these are zone smokes, Ron. So Father Ron is going to take 10% from the Vile Smoke, knocks you down to 90. Jim is going to summon Buck to football. Buck is going to hit football, take him down to 11, is going to add Frenzy to Gemstone. Gemstone is attacking football. Any reaction from, there you go, Psycho. Jim was frenzied. She would have hit for 12. Football would have taken lethal damage. One Psycho out of play for Team VOX. Couple big hits avoided. All right, Father Ron, you're up. Your second turn. All right, Ron is going to fizzle. And he's going to take Julius Rojo. You're moving more to the left. Villar, you're up. 20-second timer, Villar. Good fast match, everybody. Good strategies by both teams. All right, in order to get to football, Villar, you got to move out of the defensive zone. So I can put you here, or I can put you here. All right. So Villar's going to move up into the zone. Football Master. She is casting Bruno. Bruno is a AP1 every turn and a AP2 after death. So Villar is going to go Frenzy Potion. Anything from Team VOX before this arrow hits. Ron, Trigger, or Football. Trigger is going to use the eye ring. So, Football, you avoid Bruno. When Bruno goes out of play, you take 2 from the death of Bruno. So you don't take the 1, you actually take the 2 from the eye ring, which knocks you down to 9. Villar is frenzied, using the bounty bow. And she is going to hit you for 9. Football, you've taken lethal damage. So, Ron, who are we going to bring in for Football? All right, I need you guys to be quicker on those preventions if you're going to prevent it before I call damage. So, prevention's out of play. The rest of the match. But when I ask for maneuvers, I need you guys to type in your move. So Football, I'm going to keep you at 9. So they use the eye ring legendary to avoid it and then prevent the damage. Trigger, you're up. Tank page 1 is out of play, prevention's out of play, eye ring is out of play. Trigger's going to go TS-15. And 5 more arc sparks. Back to the wall. And the walls come crumbling down. Trigger taking down another red block. Julia, you're up. 200 points so far for VOX on the wall. Anthony 100%, Ron at 90 and full base. Trigger 100%, Football Master at 80 and 9. Jim at 30 and full. Valar 100%, Assassin 100%, Dow at 95, and Max. Red Ted to football. Football got you at 70 and 6. And anything from Team VOX. Wow, boy, they're coming on like a storm today. Julia's going to go Frenzy. And Ammo with AP3. Yeah, and then some. All right, Julia. Hitting football for lethal damage. Football. You take 13. Father Ron, I need somebody from the bench to come in. Julia Muse getting the killing blow. That's why they call her the assassin, everybody. Hippo in the house. All right, we got Team Arc getting on the board. Still a little bit behind, but putting up 100 points for the first kill. And you guys know, kills scale every time you get one. Happy birthday, football. That was a heck of a birthday present there. Hippo, welcome to the game. You got 10 seconds. Hippo going aqua to the wall. All right, Hippo. Hitting that red wall, doing a little bit of damage to it. So he is on the board, does not take down the red block, but does some damage. Dow, finish out round number 2. We are under 10 minutes to play. Healing effects have been nerfed to 50%. And each player will get one additional move before we finish out this round. Dow is going to go all right, so Dow is going to charge in. And he's actually going to use the AMP PvP weapon. Very nice choice, by the way. So Dow's going to frenzy and go amp. And he is going to hit Hippo for 6. Hippo, I got you at 90. And 15. 90 and 15, Hippo. All right, Emperor, you are on the clock. This is your final move of the first round. Get us going, make it count. We got a good battle, everybody. We got VOX doing what nobody else can do. They take down walls like nobody's business, And we got Team Arc switching it up a little bit, going hand-to-hand PvP style. A little bit of something for everybody. Summon a thunderstorm? Nice. All right, so I'm assuming, Anthony, you're going max seal. You're going with the brand new max seal, because that's the only way you can get that off in one move. All right, brand new max seal. Hippo is sealed. Doesn't heal, but he does have a layer of protection on him. And then the Emperor is going back, doing what he does. Emperor, Kel, and Amy are all absolutely killing it with walls right now. And Anthony is hitting the wall. Any response out of Team Arc before we have this damage go through? All right, we are going to resolve it. Red block going down. Got to be quicker, Dow. You know what? We're going to call it even. We'll call it even because Ron was a little late. I need you guys to plan your walls in advance. So I'm going to give Dow red, blue here, put the block back up. But if you plan on stopping a wall, make sure you have it ready before I call it. Dow's going red, blue. All right, Emperor, he's going to stop it, and he's also going to hit you for 10. You're only taking 5 because you got some pet resist pants, but we'll take you down to 95. All right, Gemstone, your final move of the first round. We got Emperor at 95. We got Ron. Ron, you're down to 80 because of Jim's Vile Smoke. You'll take it this round. It stays up. Jim at 80. Triggered 100. Villard 100. Hippo 90 and 15. Juliet 100 and Dal at 95. Can't go double Vile Smoke, Gemstone. Only one Vile Smoke. All right, Magic Mike to the Vox wall, summon Red Bull to Hippo. All right, let's start with Red Bull. Hippo, Red Bull is going to come in, going to hit you for 10, taking you down to 80. It's also going to take you down to 14 base. But it comes back, and then it will charge in next round. There is no next round. And she's going to go Magic Mike. All right, the previous wall has been healed for 25. So that wall is up, but it is halfway damaged. Father Ron, your final move of the first round. All right, Ron is going to drop Unholy Grenade. And Heal Smoke. All right, Ron is surrounded by Heal Smoke, and the Unholy Grenade does get rid of the Vile Smoke. All right. Quick health check. Emperor 95. Ron at 80, surrounded by Heal Smoke. Trigger 100%. Hippo 80 and 14. Jim at 80 and full. Valar 100%. Julia 100%. And Dow 95 and 44. Valar, your final move of the first round. All right, Valar's going to go Magic Mike. All right, you can move back in the defensive zone, up to you. If you do not start in the defensive zone, you do not get credit for defending. You have to start the round in the defensive zone, not in the round in the defensive zone. Your choice whether or not to move probably won't make a difference because you've already used your basically your attack. All right. Hitting the wall was the attack. So that block of the wall is now fully reassembled. It's taken 2 Magic Mikes. Each one is 25. Trigger, you're up. Your final move of the first round. All right, Trigger's going to drop Vile Smoke. Going to hit Valar for 10. And she's going to go TS 15. And 5 arcs. Anything from Team Arc before we hit this wall. All right. We're good. We're taking down a block. All right, we got a block down. Julia, your final move of the first round, the assassin. All right, Julia is going to summon Clyde. Oh boy. Every player takes AP2. Anthony, you're at 45. Ron, you're at 51. Trigger, you're at 39. Hippo, you're at 12. Jim, 35. Valar, 31. Julia, 35. And Dal, 42. All right, and Angel is going to, Julia's going to enrage 3. And go Flux to Hippo. Now Hippo is not sealed. So Angel is going to use the second Psycho to prevent the damage that Julia is going to do to Hippo. So Team VOX has no more Psychos. They cannot prevent any more projectiles. But it just kept Hippo alive. Hippo, and this is your final move of the first round. Hippo is going to go TS-15 and 5 Aquas to the wall. Any action from Team Arc? All right, so we're going to take down another red block. And Dal, finish out round number 1. Health check. Anthony 95 and 45. Ron 80, 51. Trigger 139. Hippo 80 and 12. Jim 80 and 35. Valar 90 and 31. Julia 100 and 35. And Dal 95 and 42. Dal's going to go TS10 and 5 arcs to the wall. Anything from team? Yes, you're actually at 100, Ron. Anything from VOX before Dow's grenade hits? All right, we're going to take down black, green, black and green. I don't think there was any enrage on Dow. Nope, no enrage. All right, everybody, that was a fast-moving round. A whole lot of fun there. Good strategies. We mixed it up. Let's get the second units in. And do we have Bloodfish and Gina? Are Bloodfish and Gina here? All right, so Gina is in. We'll go by health. All right, so we know Gina is here. We got Hippo in the second unit. And Ron, you are at 100%. You're in. And Football went to the bench. He is in. All right. Yeah, if he can't. Ron can't play for you, so if you can't make it, then we'll go ahead and put Football back in. All right, Ron, I've got Gina, you, Football Master, and Hippo. Hippo was in the second unit, and Football Master was on the bench, so he comes back in. You are the highest health of the first unit, and Rocket was on the bench. So tell me where you want these four players. All right, Ron's going to defend. Football Bomber, Gina Rover. And Hippo will go to Tank. All right. The order is going to be Football, Hippo, Gina, and Ron. Football, you are back to 100%. All right, and for Team Arc, we've got Julia with the highest health. So Julia, you're going to stay in. Jim is going to the bench. The Vile Smoke stays. So Jim, tell me where your lineup is going to go. All right, Mist will be tank, Julia be rover, Busy defender, and Sheila bomber. All right, Beasley goes to bomber. Busy B will be taking damage as soon as the match starts. All right, there we go, everybody. So we're starting out. Football, you got a 10-second timer. Busy B, you are down to 90% from the Vile Smoke. 10 seconds, football. Got a close match. We got Arc with a kill. We got VOX with a whole lot of walls down. A lot of items used, a lot of cooldowns used, so just be wary when you play your move. Some people might be tapped out. So football is going to go TS10, 5 aquas. Arc. Anything before this hits, this final block. And red Toxie to Beasley. All right, last call, Arc. No, we are taking down the last block of the wall, everybody. We reset it. Football Master getting the final block down, Team VOX. 1 complete wall in the books. Beasley, you are at 70, and you are infected by deadly venom. All right, Beasley, you're up. 10-second timer. Arc has used 1 blue. Team VOX have used no blues, but they've used 2 psychos. Both their psychos. So it goes football, Beasley, Hippo, Mist, Gina, Busy B, Ron, and then the assassin goes last. All right, Beasley's going to summon Toxie to Hippo. Six big reds? What are you doing, Sheila? All right, I got you. TS15 with 5 big reds. All right, Sheila and football are both Deadly Venom. Football, I got you down to 75. Football 75, Beasley at 70, both under the effects of Deadly Venom. Hippo, you're up. We got Hippo, then we got Mist, then we got Rocket, then Beasley, then Ron, then the Assassin. Hippo. Oh, my bad, my bad. Sorry. Beasley hitting Hippo. So Hippo, you're at 75 and you are under the effect of Deadly Venom. And now you're up, Hippo. So Hippo DV'd and Beasley DV'd, and Hippo has a 10-second timer. See, Sheila, I shouldn't have made fun of your 6 big reds, right? See what happened to me? Karma. Karma put me all in flux. Where's Hippo? All right, Hippo's going to use the Heal Grog. All right, we're not going to do a die roll because we know he goes back to 100%. All right, Mist. You have a 10-second timer, Mist. Everybody at 100% except Beasley, who is at 70 and under the effects of Deadly Venom. Mist is going to go Red Sue. It's going to give Hippo a plus 5% toxic multiplier. And Mist is going to go TS15. 5 red glass. Anything from Team VOX. Before this grenade resolves. I'm going to give you guys the order again. Football, Sheila, Hippo, Mist, Gina, Busy, Ron, Julia. Ron goes blue. So that is 1 blue for Team VOX. And Mist, the damage does not hit Hippo. Gina, you're up. You have 10 seconds. Each team has used 1 blue. VOX has used 2 psychos. All right, Gina is going to go max seal to Hippo. Hippo is covered by seal smoke, no range, so it can resolve. And she's going to go TS15. Five arc sparks. Black, green, and green. Gina taking down 25 points. Busy Bee, you're up. Football at 100, Hippo at 100, and surrounded by seal smoke. Gina, 100. Ron, 100. Busy Bee, 70, and deadly venom. Missed at 100. Busy at 100, and Julia at 100. Busy Bee is going to activate Mirror Mask. And drop Unholy Smoke. The defensive zone is no longer covered. And you are at 90. All right, Father Ron, your final move of the first round. Ron is going to fizzle. And remove Julia's magic mic. And he just wants to slide over to the left a little bit. He likes that part of the scenery. All right, and Julia, finish us out with round number 1. You have no Rojos and you have no magic mics. Hippo is sealed, by the way. Was sealed. All right, she's going to go summon Bull. That is going to break Hippo's seal. And she's going to drop Chill and Thrill. And she's going to try to flux Hippo up. All right, the Thrill won't go into effect until next turn. But Julia is AP8, and she's going to add 3 to it. Hippo, I got you taking 11. It's going to drop you down to base of 10. All right, so 1 round in the books. We got football at 100. We got Hippo at 100 and a base of 10. We got Gene at 100. Ron at 100. Beasley, 70 and full base, but DV'd. We got Mist at 100. Busy Bee, 90. And we got the Assassin at 100. And football, you got 10 seconds. Ball is going to go TS15. 5 arcs to the wall. Anything from Team Arc? Yes, no? I'm assuming evil means evoke. There you go. All right. So Mist is going to use her first evoke, which is going to prevent half the damage to the wall. And you cannot heal and seal Hippo Football, because you'd have to move and drop it. Heal and seal is the same as an attack. So you can't heal and seal and also get the grenade move. Now you can drop the heal and seal on yourself. All right. Sparky to Busy instead. Fine. So we're going to hit Busy with Sparky. Is going to take her down to 80. So Mist is going to evoke for the first time. So instead of taking down two blue blocks, we're going to take down 1. Beasley and your red Toxie also hit Sheila for another 30. Beasley, you're at 40 under the effects of deadly venom. And you have 10 seconds. Beasley's going to heal Grog. All right, Sheila, give me a die roll. One, 2, or 3, we're going to give you 50%. Anything else, you'll be maxed. She picks a 4, and she is maxed. It's a 6. All right, welcome back, Sheila. Sheila back to 100. No deadly venom. One pet in play, and that is Julia's bull. Hippo, you're up. Ten seconds for Hippo. Hippo is going to go. He's like, you know what? You guys might hit me, but hell no, not before I take down some wall. Hippo, TS10s and 5 yeller to the wall. Anything from Team Arc, going once, going twice. right, Evoke is out of play. Hippo, you do damage to the blue wall, which would have been enough to take down one block, but half of it has been prevented. So there is damage to the blue block, but it did not go down. Mist, you're up. Ten seconds for Mist. We got Football at 100. We got Hippo at 110 base. We got Rocket at 100. Ron at 100. Beasley at 100. Mist at 100. Busy at 80. And the Assassin at 100. All right, Mist is going to summon Rex. And Rex is going to hit Hippo. And Hippo, he's going to kind of stay at your ankles a little bit. That's what Rex does. 5, 10, 20, and 40. He scales up. So at first he's only going to hit you for 5. Put you at 95 and 10. And Mist is going TS 15 and 5 more red glass. It's 10 red glass, Mist. Team VOX. Hippo's about to take a TS 15 with 5 red glass. Anything on your end before it resolves? All right, we're going to let it hit. Hippo, take 25. I got Hippo at 70 and 10. Gina, you're up. 10-second timer for Gina. We got Gina, then Busy, then Ron, then the Assassin to finish out round number 2. Everybody's been sharp tonight. Good quick moves. Keep it up. Good strategies. Good gameplay on both teams' part. All right, so we're going to start out. Gina's going to summon Sparky. I'm going to drop Busy down to 70. She's going to slide over here and drop Heal and Seal. So Gina and Hippo are both surrounded by Heal and Seal smoke. Has not resolved yet, but they are surrounded by smoke. And Gina's going to go TS 15 with 5 green giants. Anything from Team Arc before the green giants hit? All right, we're going to let them hit. They are resolved. So we're taking down Mist is going to intervene. All right. Intervene is out of play. The grenades do not damage the wall. And Busy Bee, you're up. Busy Bee at 70. Hippo at 10 base. Those are the only two that have taken damage. And Gina and Hippo are surrounded by Heal and Seal smoke. Okay. So Busy is going to go Vile Smoke. To the wall area. Anthony, I guess you got something waiting on you. All right, so the wall zone is not there. All right. So football, you're going to take 10, just because. And Busy is going to summon Rage to Sheila. Sheila, you will be in Rage next turn. And Hippo is back to 100. And 15 base. And he is sealed. Gina 100%. She is sealed. Ron, you're up. Sheila's enraged. Hippo 15 base and sealed. Gina is sealed. And Busy at 70. So pretty straightforward, everybody. Julia, you still have the bull out. It's coming back this turn. Ron is going to fizzle and detonate Julia's Flux. Taking all your toys away. And Julia, finish out round number 2. We are under 10 minutes to play, everybody, which means healing has been nerfed. After Julia, each player will get 1 additional turn, and then we'll bring our starters in for the final round. Can't bring Red Homer into play, Julia, because you have the bull still out. All right, so Julia's going to cast Stun Bomb to football. And Noir to Hippo. And it does break his seal. So Hippo is at 15 base, 100% life. He is unsealed. And football, your final move of the second round. So the pets that are in play, Julia has a bull in play. Busy sacrifice rage to Sheila. Hippo is being hit by regular Rex. And those are the only pets. Football, what's your final move? And football surrounded by vile smoke. Where's football? Football, we lose you? Not your birthday yet. If he typed it, we can't see it. Just a FYI. All right, there it is. All right, he's going to go. Football, what's your target? To the wall. All right. First and foremost, football is dropping unholy smoke to get rid of the vile smoke. Then he's going TS15 with 3 frost and 2 aquas. Arc, anything? Not too much they can do anyway. All right, so we're going to let these hit the blue blocks. And I got football taking down blue. And blue. Double blue for football. 50-point shot. All right, Beasley, you are enraged. And you got 10 seconds. And you got Hippo at football at 90, health, Hippo at 15 base, Gina Ron 100%, and on your side you got Busy at 70. All right, Beasley is going to summon Buck to Hippo. That's going to take Hippo down to 13. And Beasley, you are enraged and frenzied. And she goes TS 15. Five VOX to the wall. All right. I got Sheila taking down a green and a blue. Green and a blue. Hippo, your final move of the round. Hippo, TS10 and 5 Sly Flies. Team Arc. Anything before Hippo hits this wall? Beasley missed, Busy, or Julia? All right, we're taking down a red block. Hippo, good job. 50 points. Missed, you're up. 10 seconds for missed. Missed, your Rex hits Hippo. This time it's going to hit him for 10. Taking Hippo down to 90 and 13. All right, missed is going to go Fury 4. TS15. Two Plaid. Throwing some God Box. I don't know what a God Box is, but it sounds like it's going to destroy, put a hole in something. That's a cool name. You know what? I think I'm going to name the next grenade the God Box. Here's your present. It's a God Box. That's going to be like the most powerful grenade ever. A VOX. Okay. All right. Fury 4. Missed. Blue block. Blue block. Red block. It's a 100-point shot by Missed. Rocket. You're up. All right, Gina's going to summon Ariel. All right. So you cannot play a regular. Let me clarify this too. A max seal is the same thing as a seal. So you can't play a seal smoke and a max seal. You can play a seal or a max seal, and you can play a healing seal, but they're in the same category. It's like a blue and a red blue, because they have a single effect. So Ariel will come into play, and he'll hippo for 10. Who's the target for Ariel? So when Ariel comes into play, it does 10 damage to somebody, and it also will do that 10-point heal. But actually, the coming into play, Gina, does not heal your target, heals you. Ariel is not a targeted effect. Ariel is the caster. So I got to keep hippo at 90, actually. But it does do 10 damage. That's what happens when you spend all day packing. We can start over. So summon Ariel. All right, and then we'll hit busy. It's going to drop busy down to 60. All right. And then Fury 4 and TS-15s to the wall. All right. Fury 4, TS-15 to the wall, and then Ariel to attack busy. Team Arc. Fury 4 and TS-15 to the wall. Anything from your team? Julia's going to summon blue. No worries. All right, so Julia stops it. And busy. Your final move of the round. No worries, Gina. We're good. It's a good, solid match so far. Great moves by both teams. And I like it because people are playing some, some different moves. Stun and detonate Father Ron. All right. Busy, you have a half a move. I don't know if you need it. Smokes or pets, up to you. All right. And Ron, your final move of the round. You have an action. Ron is going to go sleep arrow. I got a feeling that ain't going to fly. Julia's going to go psycho. All right, so Team Arc has used 1 psycho and 2 blues. Team VOX has used 1 blue, 2 psychos. All right, so Ron used his turn to cast Sleep Arrow. Julia, you have the final move of the round. A health check. Football's at 90. Hippo's at 90 and 13. Your teammate is at 60. Doesn't matter. They have no more moves. Your bull is going to go in and hit Hippo. It is a red bull, so Hippo is down to 12. Your Red Bull is out of play, so you can cast additional pets. Final move of the round. All right, she's going to Bloodlust and TS 15 with 5 Glam Bams. All right, Team VOX. Anything in response? Gina is going to go red-blue. All right, that is the second blue for Team VOX, and it will prevent the damage to the wall. Thank you, Sam, but we're in the middle of a match. We can certainly save that for tomorrow. All right, we've got no additional points taking place there. Let's get the starters back in the lineup. Great job to Mist. Putting you in the wrong side there. Great job to Busy Bee. Good job to Beasley. So all the second unit, tremendous gameplay there. Certainly some very, very strategic moves on both sides. All right, let's get the Emperor back in the game. Loaded and ready to go. Trigger back in the game. Rocket, great job to you. And Hippo getting some extended playing time tonight. Good job to Hippo as well. All right, so we should have all of our starters back in. All right, we are making good time. So we are going to go the full 3 rounds. The caveat is you guys need to be sharp. You need to be ready to go and not drag and dwell and overly communicate. So no, pets are gone. No pets carry over. So we've got Team VOX used 2 blues and 2 psychos. Team ARC, 2 blues, 1 psycho. Several cooldowns have been used. You know if you've used your own ability. You know what you have left. Anthony used Tank Page 1. Ron used Prevention. Julia used Bloodlust. And we're kicking off the final round. Anthony. 10-second timer. All right, he's going to go Percy to Julia. Percy's going to go 10, 30, and 60. Julia's like, nope. She uses the eye ring. Thank you for being quick on that, Julia. And Anthony's going to go Fury 4, TS 15, and 5 Arc Sparks. Fury 4 with the TS-15 and 5 Arc Sparks. Team Arc. Any response to Anthony's attack on the wall? Nope. Just give me a nope then. Dow, tank page 1. All right, Dow prevents it. Both tanks have used their prevention, Anthony and Dow. Both kind of checked each other there. And Julia dodged it with the eye ring, so legendary out of play. Jim, your first move of the second round. Of the third round, fine, sorry. So we got Anthony, Jim, Ron, Villar, Trigger, Julia, Football, and Dow. All right, so Jim is going to go proxy bomb to the wall. And TS-15 and 5 Glam Bams. With the Bloodlust. Father Ron, anything from Team VOX? Football Master is going to go blue. Prevents it. 1 blue remaining for Team VOX. Ron, you're up. You got 10 seconds. VOX holding their own. Arc trying to make a run. Can they make a run toward the end? Fizzle and detonate Magic Mike from Jim. Oh, Father Ron with a pro move there. Jim, your Magic Mikes are out of play. Julia lost her Magic Mikes, her Flux, and also her Rojos. Villar, you're up. You got 10 seconds. Yeah, but one thing about Arc, they got a lot of firepower. VOX, 1 blue remaining, no psychos remaining. Arc, 2 blues remaining, 1 psycho remaining. Valar is going to summon Red Nolan. You can't. In order to get to their wall, you got to move out of the defensive zone. So Valar, you can move here if you'd like. You can certainly move there and throw the grenade. So Valar's going to play Red Nolan, and she's going to hit the wall. Anything from Ron, is that going to go through? You guys got one blue left. It's up to you. So she's going to go TS-15 and 5 VOX. Let me know when you guys want. I mean, I know you have one blue, so let me know when you want to play the final blue. If not, we'll speed it up and we'll just calculate it. VOX, yeah, no. Do it, save it. All right, let's take it down. Yes? Is that a yes, I'm here? Yes, I'm playing blue. No, I'm not. All right, Trigger's playing blue, so all the blues have been used by Team VOX. They're certainly not taking any home with them. So, there we go. Valar, your attack has been stopped. Trigger, you're up. And Arc, same thing. You guys have 2 blues left. You got 1 Psycho left. So just kind of be ready to pull the trigger and let me know if you're going to use them or you're not going to use them. I mean, we know there's going to be a little bit of a race or not. All right, SP3. She's going to steal Jim's blue. So Jim, you will not be one of the ones using your blue at the end. You still have 2 to use. It's just Jim can't use hers. And Julia has used hers in the previous round. And she's going to go Mustard and Detonate on Valar. Bye, Red Nolan. Valar, sorry. He was fun while he was out there. All right, Julia. Your first move of round 3. Remember, we're going 3 full rounds, everybody. So each player will get 3 turns. All right, Julia's going to bring out her own Red Nolan. TS15, 5 VOX. All right. Nothing can be done. There are no cooldowns. Prevention's gone. Tank page 1's gone. All the blues are used. 50 points for Julia. Oh, not that one. That one. Ark's still trying to get their first wall down. It takes 2 mustard for legendary pets, not for regular pets. No, the ring was used to avoid the pet damage. The tank was used to avoid the wall damage. Football, your first move. All right, football is going to bring out his red Nolan. Okay. Pet summoned. That's right. Oh, you don't have a red Nolan. That is correct. Regular Nolan. Okay. And TS15, 5 pinks to the wall. Team Arc. Or should I say Valar or actually Valar. Jim is going to evoke it. 1 charge of evoke used. So she's going to prevent half the damage to the wall. Football, you damage the red block, you don't take it down. It is damaged. That's important. Dow, finish out the first round of the final cycle. Football with a Nolan. Julia Muse with a red Nolan. Dow is going to summon his own red Nolan. And he's going to mustard and detonate football to kill Nolan. All right. Round 2, everybody. Emperor, you're up. You got a 10-second timer. Each player will get 2 additional moves. We have hit the 10-minute mark. Healing has been nerfed. This is the last round to use legendaries. Healing nerfed, last round to use legendaries. Purple effects have been minimized. Each player gets 2 additional turns. And I will have to say, through the first 7 rounds, this has probably been one of the most entertaining rounds so far. A lot of action tonight. Emperor is going to blue spark himself. TS15. 5 yellers. Team Arc. Jim or Valar. Jim is going to use the second charge of Evoke. Anthony, you are taking down the rest of that red block. So he does finish the red block. The Evoke prevents damage to the next one. Jim, your move. Jim bringing out Red Nolan. TS15, 3 yellers, and 2 green giants. And it's good. Jim taking down a 50-point shot to the wall. Father Ron, your second to last move. Ron is going to go mustard. And detonate on Julia. Julia, your Red Nolan is no more. Valar's Red Nolan's down. Julia's Red Nolan is down. Valar, you're up. And we have got a good one. This is a good match, everybody. I got a feeling it's going to come down to the wire. All right. She's going back to defend. Remember, you get no points this round. And summon Flare to football. Football, you are down to 24. Trigger, you're up. All right, she's going to summon Mustard. Cast Mustard and detonate on Dow. His red Nolan is down. And summon Paul for a double strike. Dow, I got you at 90. Julia, your move. Julia, football, Dow, and then each player will get one additional turn. All right, Julia's going to go red Toxie. On Anthony. Anthony, you got some mitigation. But you're still taking 20. And Julia's going to blue spark. TS-15, big red, and finally that section of the wall does go down, and we're going to build it back up. Up. All right, I need a score check. How many red blocks were up? I apologize, guys. I got a little trigger happy there. How many red blocks were up on the left side? All right, 2. Thank you, Ron. All right, so the arc wall went down. So 1 wall down, 1 kill. VOX has taken down 1 wall. Julia just cast red Toxie on Anthony, so he is under the effects of deadly venom. She also hit the wall after a blue spark. Football Master, you're next to the last turn, please. He's going to go TS15 and 5 red glass. Valar. You are the only player with a blue remaining. It's up to you whether or not you want to use it. There it is. All right. Julia used her blue. Dow used his. Jim got hers stolen. And Valar used hers. All blues are out of play. And they prevent the damage to the wall. Dow, your final move of the second turn, and then each player take a deep breath because every player is going to get one final move. All right, Dow's going to use red Homer to get his TS15s back. And he's going to go Lotto for the wall. Little bit of a gamble. Sorry. All right, Dow. Here's the deal. Pick a number, 1 to 6, and pick a 6. That's all you got to do. If you pick a 6, you get the same effect as a TS15. All right, if you don't, you do 8 points of damage to the wall. So he needs a 6 if you're scoring a home, if you're Team Arc. He needs anything but a 6, if not, but it will stay up. He picks number 4. And oh my goodness, look at Dow bringing home, wow. Father Ron, this is like your doubles match with Dow. That's like the same crap he pulled against you in football. It does stay up. Well, actually it doesn't. We'll reset it, but you'll go to a different die roll. So, if you were to use a Lotto again, if you hit it like that, it does reset once you hit it. So, as stated, that is equivalent to a TS15 with 5 pinks attached to it. It's the same. He got the full benefit out of that one Lotto grenade. What a gamble. Wow. Dow. Black. Green. Green. And you damage the blue. It's damaged, but you don't take it down. But it's hurting. I'll put it that way. All right, so here's the deal, everybody. Each player, 1 additional turn. This is what it's all about. It's going to happen right here, right now. The match is pretty close. VOX still with the lead. Anthony, your final move of the night, sir. Remember, if you used Fury 4, you cannot enrage. If you used Enrage, you cannot Fury 4. Anthony's going to heal Smoke just to be safe. And he is going to go TS15. Bringing it like only he can, everybody. Nice job by the Emperor tonight, everybody. Anthony going big. TS-15, 5 yellers. Oh, yeah, that red block's going down. Anthony scoring 50 for his team. Gemstone, you and a buddy of yours, you're the only person that has a red Nolan still in the game. All right, Jim is going to go blue spark. And they're both going TS-15. And double glam bam. So everything Jim does, Nolan is doing as well. The first blue block was damaged. That's no problem. Nolan finishes off most of the blue. And a red. All right. It got very interesting. Jim with a big hit. She had the Nolan out there, so certainly a big, big hit there. Father Ron, your final move of the match. Ron is going to fizzle and take out Julia's TS-15s. Wow. Julia, this guy's pro. That's the way you play defense right there, everybody. That's what they're there for. Great, great plays. I love to see you guys using all these items. Villar, your final move of the night. There's no limit on fizzles or mustard bombs, or any of the bombs. Potions and smokes. Yeah, he's did 4 fizzles tonight, by the way. Red Ted. All right. Red Ted. To Ron. Ron, that takes you from 51 down to 48. I think you'll survive it. And Plaid Grenade to Ron. Take you down to 90 and 48. Trigger. Your final move of the match. Fury 4, TS15. Five VOX. Yep, that wall's going down. Let's rebuild it. All right, finishes out another wall for Team VOX. All right, Julia, your final move of the night. All right, Summon Slim to football. And Julie's going to use the TS10s. With 5 VOX. And it is enough. Julia taking down a 50-point wall. In football, your final move of the night. And then we have Dow. Football is going to go Fury 4. He has not used Enrage. TS15 and 5 hybrids. Black, green, green, and he's Fury Ford and blue. Dow, your final move of the night. more. Loaded. Dow did get his TS15s back. Red block. Red block. Dow finishing off the wall. Big hit at the end for Dow. All right. We are going to calculate our totals, everybody. All right. Team VOX and Team Sly. Flags, 0 for VOX, 0 for Sly. Killing blows. 0 for VOX, 1 for Sly, although they were really close on 2 additional targets. 1 kill. Wall points. $650 for Sly. 600 for Arc. Defensive points. All 180 for VOX. 60 for Sly. $830 for VOX. 760 for Sly. Team VOX with the win. Defended every turn. Great match. Nice back and forth. VOX pulling out a 70-point victory due to covering the defensive zone. Incredible match. Ron was never out of the defensive zone. Not one time. The defensive zone spans from here all the way to here. Ron never left it. So, very, very well played. This was probably one of the cleanest, quickest, most straightforward games. People were sharp tonight. There were some moves. Certainly, I could go back to 2 or 3 moves that were really, really big plays. So let's ask the people watching. Were there a couple moves you guys played back that you thought should have been played differently? And by the way, this is a preview of the first round of the tournament. These two teams are going to play in the very first round. It's going to be good. You guys got a taste of it tonight. It was good, right, B-Dub? I mean, I got to tell you guys, both teams, Ron never hit the wall. Ron threw a grenade at the vial smoke. Ron never left the defensive zone, never flew, never hit the wall. None of those. He stayed there the whole time. Now, he could have left and hit the wall a couple of times, which might have made sense when they were 50-point walls. So, here's... Okay. I'm going to ask this in a very silly common sense type of way because you guys are asking me questions for learning experience. And I'm not trying to question somebody's intelligence, but what's more points, 50 points or 20 points? So if you are going to leave the defensive zone, the only time you should leave the zone is when you can go take down a 50-point wall. You shouldn't go back and defend whenever you're only getting 20 points. So, for example, Ron should have left the defensive zone on the last turn and hit the 50-point wall. Villar should not have went back to the defensive zone on the last turn when she was already there and she could have taken down the 50-point wall. That's a 30-point plus or minus right there. So once you get down to the nitty-gritty of the wall, and this is where I went back and forth on whether or not to raise the points of defense, is I think 20 feels pretty good, but easily we could add 5 points. I'm not going to do it for the tournament because it's already the way it's going to play. But in the next faction wars, defending will probably be 25 points. It certainly was the difference tonight, but if you're going to defend and get 20, now if you can defend and kill an opponent, then you defend. But if there's a 50-point wall, it's nice and juicy like an apple, and you can walk around and hit it and take that down and reset the wall, then that makes more sense. You know, it's like when you play hockey and you take the goalie out. At the end of the game, if there's a 10-point wall up there, you probably defend, but there's a 50-point wall up there and nobody can stop it, you let them fly. That to me was probably the biggest call out. That and not finishing off Hippo. I thought when Hippo was at 10, I think he's still at 10, Gina sealed Hippo, and Julia had a bull that went in and hit Hippo and knocked him down to 11, and I think Julia could have finished off Hippo at the end of that round, and that would have been an extra 100 points. Because they had no psychos, and instead, I think they went for the wall, and then I think they stopped the wall damage. So, those were the two moves that just kind of stuck out for me. I don't know if you guys caught those. I like the aggressive strategy with Arc. But I will say this, with Arc, I like the aggressive strategy. As a fan, I would have loved to seen it stay on. I think VOX stayed to the wall, and then you start looking at the scoreboard a little bit. You know, it's natural, right? When you're playing, you look up and it's like, wait a minute, they got 300, they got 300. But then you realize, like, okay, we're only 2 kills away from taking the lead. And then I thought halfway through, Ark switched their strategy up to the wall, which almost worked out. Me personally, I would have finished off Hippo. I think Julia, you could have hit Hippo for 12 with a AP3, and that would have finished him off. Because he was sitting at 10 after your bull. So, I mean, there were a couple moves. The best play of the game, I don't know, there were a lot of good ones. I think I really liked that Ark came out and dropped the pet repels, and I think that threw VOX off a little bit. They're like, wait a minute, now we can't really use any pets on a couple of these players. So I thought that was a good move. There were 2 wasted bucks. Oh, I know another one. Sheila, are you still here? Sheila, this was a big move. So, hold on a second. Let me get the stats here. So, Sheila, your AP3, you played Buck on Hippo, and you got a frenzy effect, and then you hit the wall. So, you could have hit Hippo with anything for 5 AP. You already had the frenzy effect. So, when Hippo was at 5, you could have easily taken him down to 5, and then Julia could have finished him off. So that would have been, that would have been something too. I thought Ark did a great job of going AP, and then I thought you guys switched off of it too early. I certainly think you should have switched off at some point, but I would have done it after Hippo was dead. You killed football, you had Hippo on the ropes, you could have killed Hippo, and then totally change. I don't think anybody should be a one-trick pony. I think you got to be able to switch up your strategies along the lines. I don't know that you can go AP the whole match, but I thought that you guys pulled off the gas just a little bit too soon. Finish off Hippo, get the 100 points, then get in a wall battle once you got the advantage on how many blues they have. And I think VOX showed some good defensive maneuvers tonight, where in the past VOX has been wall. Tonight they went defensive. They went fizzle. So you got ways to play. VOX was a little bit more like Mir tonight. They had some strategy where Ark, when Ark comes, they're going to bring like this wave of damage and this wave of firepower. So I thought Ark was as close to recognizing their potential tonight. It was a very, very good PvP battle. But remember, there's a lot of ways you can win. Slow matches, defensive cooldowns, speed wall burns, or straight PvP. And, we'll never know. But there were a couple of moves that I would have liked to seen play out. But you know what the nice thing is? You guys will see each other in 2 weeks. Everybody has a match next week. And I think the neat thing about playing each other twice, now right? You know everything that your opponent's capable of doing. It's going to go down to see who executes the best. And it was the fastest match that we've had. So we got 9 full turns in. There were good cooldowns. Everybody was sharp. This was like a tournament match. And yes, so Sly will play at Mir, and Ark will play at VOX. So all teams get a nice brush up next week. I know, some teams want to put a blemish on Mir's record, so they'd like to beat Mir. Everybody wants to go in with a little momentum. But I would anticipate next week is probably going to be next week's probably a good week to experiment and really get your rhythm before you go in. But, yeah, Dow pulled off the big lotto shot. I thought that was a nice play. Certainly at the right time. Anthony, super consistent. Does his job. Took down a lot of walls tonight. Anthony did a ton of damage. So, yeah, I think Anthony probably did 500 points himself. All right. Any questions? Any feedback? Any thoughts? When the matches are very quick and smooth like this, to me it's fun. It brings the it brings out the competition. And I really thought the second teams did a great job too. So, big shout out to Beasley, Busy Bee, and Mist. I thought they played great. He didn't move. All right. You know what, though? We're going to take tomorrow off. We got a big scenario for you guys Friday night. I would say if you guys want a nice, shocking treat, a very Sixth Sense type of moment, go back and watch the it's not even your birthday yet, Ron. You got 3 minutes. Don't be trying to celebrate early. There is a very twisted, shocking storyline that has happened right in front of your eyes. So if you guys want the clues, I would say go back and check them. I've given you guys multiple clues of some things that are happening that will happen Friday night. But I think once you find out, it's going to be a little bit of a whoa. So we got a great scenario for you guys Friday night. We are not going to do a level up event. We will finish up our pack opening from last week this weekend, and the level up event will be pushed back to next weekend. So, yeah, there's something that you'll find out. All right, so you know what we're going to do? It is 11:58. I was trying to stall for another minute, Ron, so we could get happy birthday to you in football. I got another minute to go. Well, Jim, I think when you see this, it's going to be like, maybe they weren't obvious clues, but then when you see it, it's almost like you experienced all that, and I'll probably give you guys a playback where you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. But yeah, there's like 4 distinct clues that tell a very, very good story. I mean, you guys remember the story from Salisbury Island. Well, this is a pretty important story too. And we got about 15 more seconds. And then it is official. All right, if everybody can do me a big favor, if everybody can type happy birthday to Ron and to Zach. I want to thank you guys for being a part of our story and the Masters of Faith. Who would have thought they have birthdays on the same day? Tag team partners, 2 great people, 2 great players, and they got a birthday present. They got a victory the day before their birthday. So you guys play hard. You absolutely earned it. So I'm sure ARC will not take this lightly. So be ready for the playoffs. Here we go, everybody. Let's finish it out with a nice dance video. Thank you again for everything that you guys do. And we are going to take tomorrow night off, so I will get updated inventory to you guys again after the bundles tonight. And Friday night is going to be a whole lot of fun, I promise you. It's going to be one of the best nights that we've had. So I think the story is incredible. So here we go, everybody. Have a good night. And a big happy birthday once again.